Now then guys, Betty's back again. Right, so today I'm doing a roast tomato, basil and Parmesan quiche with a mozzarella, beetroot and avocado salad. So the ingredients are some olive oil, some double cream, 280 grams of plain flour, 140 grams of butter, 50 grams of Parmesan, basil, 2 eggs, 300 grams of tomatoes, the van tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, whichever you want to use, and for the salad, mozzarella, beetroot and some avocado. This makes a lovely light salad, and I'm really glad because it's absolutely baking hot out there. It's about 23 degrees and I'm melting, so this is the perfect dish for today. A nice light salad with some quiche. So let's get cracking. Right guys, so first stage, pour your flour into the bowl along with our cold butter, which I've just got out of the fridge again because it's that warm, it was starting to soften up. So now basically get your fingers in and you rub the butter into the flour. I'm sure you've seen man do this. I'm a bit out of practice with stuff like this, but I like to do stuff a little bit out of my comfort zone. So basically you just keep kneading this in between your fingers until it resembles something like breadcrumbs. That's what you're looking for. It's coming together. It takes a little bit of effort. Could have done this in the food processor, but I'm going to do it the old school way, like Mama used to do. It's taking a little bit of effort, to be fair, because the butter is cold. So this may take a little bit of time. He's coming, he's getting there, he's slowly but surely. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. I don't know about that. I'll tell you what, I can feel it on the old wrist just. Go. What a wimp. As you can see, that it's starting to come together as breadcrumbs. So what I'm going to do is, let me get those bits off so I can turn the camera off without making too much mess. Right, so I'm going to continue doing that until we're a bit further along. Okay, so breadcrumb-ish. So in the bowl I've got, in my jug, sorry, 2 to 4 tablespoons, it says, to add of water. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of water. I'll try 2 at first, go about half, and bring this together. Let's see if we can make a ball with it. And bring it together. Yeah. That looks like that's about enough. I don't think we're going to need any more water. Right, that's sort of a ball. Yeah. Whoop. There we go. So that's that done. Right guys, so I've had my pastry in the fridge for about 20 minutes to cool down, and I've just had it out for about 10 minutes. So it's time to roll. So a little bit of flour on here. If that's going to be enough, hopefully it will be. Right, get rid of that. Okay, so let's give this a go. Looks like it's dried up a little bit. Like it's crumbling. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't think it is. Like I say, pastry is not really, looks like it's crumbling up this. That's not good, it's not good. That could be a bit of a disaster. I'm just going to keep rolling, moving it around. It's just going to break up this like oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. No, that's not good. Okay, a little bit of advice from Mand. A bit more flour on the board. So I've got to work it gently apparently. And every time it starts to break, push it back together. Flip it over so it doesn't stick. Because it's apparently it's because I've used old butter. It's very, very short, so it's going to be very crumbly. But that is what the recipe I'm using said to use, so that is what I'm going to use. So that you might have to bear with me because this might take a little bit of time. So I'm going to continue rolling this out until I get it to the desired width. Right guys, a little help from Mand. And it's about there. She said it's going to break up a little bit, but not to worry because you can work it into the tin. So, just trying to work out how to do this. It's very, very short. Look, it's breaking up on me here. Not to worry. It is breaking up quite badly. But, right. Well, you live and learn, don't you? So, this is going over like so. Oh, it's broke up right over the edge. And you need some in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and patch this the best that I can. Patch it in. It doesn't have to be obviously perfect. Just trying to I think this may shrink a little bit. What I'm trying to do is get a ball of this. I've seen this done, but I think I need a bit more overhang than that. This is quite a deep dish. I mean, it looks okay. There you go, like you see, it's breaking up again already.
Maybe the warmth is nice hot day, you know.
It is very hot today. So I'm going to attempt to get this filled up. Bit of a disaster, but hey, I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, so a little bit of help again from Mand. We've managed to patch it up with a bit, so it's got a bit of overhang. I'm now going to put this in the fridge for at least 20 minutes just to chill off. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, so pastry's had 20 minutes in the fridge, chilling down nicely. Right, so in here, the tomatoes, I've got the oven on, preheating, 180 fan. So I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil over these tomatoes. And a bit of a shimmy shimmy. Some salt. And some pepper. No, missy. You've just been out all afternoon. Right. Oops. So, I'm now going to lightly dot the bottom of this pastry case with a fork. You don't want to go all the way through, but I'm going to lightly dot it. You see, she's been out all afternoon while I've been sat out with her. She's already tried to escape once. So, yeah. Okay. So now, you see, I'm going to put some baking paper into here. And we have our baking beans. So, in with our baking beans. Make sure that's well pressed down. Might tear some of this off actually. I don't want it to catch the top of the fan. So, I'm going to tear some of that off. Right, so now into the oven. 1 second. Oh dear me. Right. So that is going to go onto the top rack. Like so. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. And then underneath, into the bottom tray, I'm going to put our tomatoes in the bottom. Right, so that's going to have 20 minutes. I'll keep the eye on it and I'll come back to you. Right, so that has had 20 minutes in there. I've taken the beans off and it's now going to go back into here for a further, I can get this in, there we go. It's now going to go back in there, same temperature, where are we? I've got my glasses on and I still can't see very well. Oh, 180. Ten minutes. And that's back in there now. I'll just keep my eye on it. And yeah, we'll crack on with the next bit. Okay, so while that's in the oven, I'm going to crack eggs into here. 2 eggs. Give that a little bit of a whisk. And we're going to gradually add the cream. A little bit at a time. This will be the filling for our quiche. There is nearly a full pot of cream. It wasn't quite full, but I'm going to slap that in. That, bit of salt. Oh, just as we say that, bit of pepper. Alright, it looks like that is now done. That's had its time in there. I'll get that out in a second. I'm just going to finish this off. Bit of salt and pepper in there. Also going into here is some basil, which I've chopped up, half of the basil. That's going to be just gently put in there, not too vigorous. So that is the mixture done. Give us a second and I'll bring the pastry out, the pie case out. Flam, quiche, whatever it is. Right, so that's out the oven. Just give it a quick egg wash on the middle, on the inside, and I'm going to put half this Parmesan cheese into here. Or a little bit anyway. And I'm going to put that back in for 10 minutes. Right, so that's now out the oven. So we're now going to put in our tomatoes that we cooked off earlier on. And scatter them all over. Get them in there. Make sure they're well spread out. Right, so now, where's my mix? It's in with our cream and egg mix, what I did earlier. That's going into there. I hope nothing comes out. The moment of truth. Well, it's there. It's in. And now the remainder of the cheese on the top. Just trying to get it so it's reasonably even. Right, So now the delicate operation of putting it back in the oven, and it'll go back in at the same temperature, 180 for about 20 to 25 minutes. Right guys, it's out the oven. I'm afraid it's been one of them days today. I have a confession to make. The first one, when I lifted it out bland baked, I must have lifted it up by the bottom and it fell out and went in the oven and bits everywhere, so I had to redo it all. I did it all again in the food processor, and now it looks like I've probably left it in about 5 minutes too much, because I did have it on air fry rather than bake. But we'll see what it's like when it's cooled down. So it's just been one of them sort of days today. Got all hot and humid, sticky and ugh. But anyway, we'll let it cool down. I'll make my salad up, and yeah, we'll have a taste test later on. Right guys, so there it is. It's had a chance to cool down. It looks a bit caramelised on the top, but hey ho. So I'm going to give it a cut and see what it's like.
Oh, that's crispy. That's what you want on the bottom of a quiche. You didn't want a soggy bottom.
Nobody likes a soggy bottom. It's very short, that pastry, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there we go. Think I should have a second slice in there?
Why not?
Right, so there we go. Does it look like from the inside? Doesn't look too bad, does it?
No. It'll be the Parmesan on the top.
It's very dark. Right, so give us a second and we'll taste testing time. Right, so there it is, the roast tomato, Parmesan and Basil quiche with the tricolour salad, which is mozzarella, beetroot, avocado. So I'm going to dig in and see what this tastes like. The crust there, okay, and it's white in the middle. It was just that top bit I think I've overdone a slight little bit.
It's only the Parmesan. It's not thin, it's just caramelised.
Do you know what? That's very nice. First time I've done that. I don't like working with that butter pastry.
No, it is tricky.
I couldn't believe it. I went to put it in the oven the first time. Sorry, I went to pull it out. And as I pulled it out, I must have touched the bottom.
Because it was loose bottom pan.
And it all just slid off and went flying down into the oven.
I must admit, I do wish I was doing the photography at that point. I was upstairs working and I could hear...
Let's just say the air turned blue.
Yes.
So I had to start all again. This time I did it. Man sort of suggested that it might have been.
Wasn't
I mean, it was very short, but like I was struggling with it because you're working with your hands. So I did it in the food processor, and it came out a lot better. So I just overcooked it by about 5 minutes, I reckon, on the top. But it's really tasty. Really tasty.
I don't think you overcooked it. I think it's just the Parmesan that's on the top. It's caramelised.
Probably, yeah. But there's the pastry. It's very nice, but it's a lot of faff. So I'm going to have this little bit. I used to love this, the old tricolour salad.
Yeah, I've had that loads of times, haven't I?
Very light, tasty. It feels like it's about 9 million degrees in here, like, to be honest. It's so warm in this house. We've been sat outside most of the afternoon in between, just trying to cool down.
We've had the grandbaby for a couple of hours.
We've had the grandbaby for a couple of hours, so. But yeah, I would say I've sort of enjoyed making it, but I sort of have and haven't, if you know what I mean. But hey, it's done. It looks quite nice, doesn't it? That looks
Thing is, I think you're a little bit too critical.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look too bad. Happy days. So, right, anyway. I am absolutely cream crackered.
I think the heat's taken it out.
The heat's really took it out of me today. I'm so hot and bothered and just
it's alright on your holiday.
tired. So we're gonna call that one a day for now. Bit of a disaster at times, but hey, it's turned out and it's tasty. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, commenting, liking, keep them all coming, and we'll catch you again very, very soon. So I'll say good night for now, guys. Catch you soon.